a genre of video that I've seen blow up recently, especially on TikTok, that's so evil, so disgusting, so vile that I really cannot stand it. And that genre is Reddit story TikToks. So why do I hate these videos so much to describe them as evil, disgusting, vile? Yeah, that. So why would I use such, excessive, inordinate, exorbitant words to describe such a seemingly harmless genre, especially a genre of TikTok videos? While this type of video seems very, very harmless, I promise you it has some dark truth to it. It's kind of like the title. Not only is it completely rotting an entire generation's brain on TikTok, but it is also breaking multiple federal laws. So it's not good. But I'm gonna get to the devious acts later on. You know, I gotta keep good retention. These videos are seen as some of the easiest on the entire internet to make. You just take Subway Surfers gameplay and get a Reddit story and boom, dog shit. But if you know anything about me or my channel, I kind of hate content shaming. So I think we should try to make this kind of content. You know, just to see if it really is as easy as everyone says. But besides trying to be kind, I actually have an ulterior motive here. Come here, let me tell you something. While doing some research on these types of videos, I actually found out that it could make a lot of money. So we might as well try it. So that's the plot of the video. So awesome. To start off, we need to do some actual research on how to make these. You know those videos I was talking about earlier about making buku bucks? Let's watch one of those to see if we can gain some vital information. How to make Reddit story TikToks. Yeah, that one looks all right.
Here's how you can stand out and get as many monetizable views as possible.
Go to ChatGPT.
Absolute fucking brain rot. Yeah, we're not doing that. Honestly, it really shouldn't be that hard. You just get some Minecraft or Subway Surfers gameplay, get a text-to-speech story off of r/amItheasshole, and just put 2 and 2 together and boom, you're famous. I think this is gonna be the easiest of these types of videos I've done before. So let's start this with probably the easiest and one of the most important things, making the actual account. Those terrible videos I was talking about earlier, there's only one part in one single video that I actually agree with, and that its branding is so important. Horror Storytime channel, if you are a funny Storytime channel, you have to make sure people know that just from your videos and just from your brand. So I did some brainstorming and I came up with a brand that I thought was pretty good. It's called The Worst of Reddit. It's supposed to be like just showing the worst of Reddit that I could find, and I made the profile picture a spooky little Reddit logo. Now that we got the branding down, it's time to actually start making the videos. And I haven't done one yet, but I'm assuming it's pretty easy. So let me speedrun and explain how to make these Reddit Storytime TikToks. First, you go on Reddit, you look up whatever theme you want and look up Storytime. I'm gonna go with Am I the Asshole? You copy and paste the story into a text-to-speech generator, and then you download the WAV file. Then you go to your editing software, put it in, get some Minecraft parkour gameplay, copyright free, and use the automated caption feature on Premiere Pro, and boom, repeat this a few thousand times and you're fucking rich. It's kind of a miracle how much this prints money. Why don't homeless people just do this? I can't say that. And I know the point of me trying to make Reddit videos is to prove that it's really not as easy as everyone thinks, and all content takes effort and energy and skill. By me being able to speedrun it and explain how to make this, it kind of goes against that. I understand. But we haven't even gotten to the difficult part yet. The difficult part is actually uploading. I'm not really an expert with TikTok, but I can assure you this shit is impossible. TikTok has tens of millions of people constantly on the platform and tens of thousands of people constantly trying to get big, especially with Reddit stories. And so standing out and getting any kind of attention on these videos is gonna be fucking awful. I don't think there's much left to do for the first video, so let's just post it and see how well it does. So let's check back in tomorrow and let's see how much we've blown up in the first day. So it's the day after, and the video got 410 views, which a lot better than I thought, to be honest. I know it didn't blow up, or I'm not a huge celebrity now, but first video on a new account, 410 views is better than 0. So there's not really much we could do besides just keep on working. From what I've been able to gather about TikTok and how it works, the more you make and the more consistent you make stuff, the better it does. So it's time for me to buckle down and just spend all my time making shitty TikTok videos. So, yay. Howdy, gang. So while he does whatever the fuck that is, let me explain to you exactly why I hate these Reddit Storytime TikToks. And yes, I am back at the desk. Fuck you. There's a lot of small reasons that are not really important to the main factor, it being lazy content. A lot of these videos owned by one company that uses bots to basically automate these channels and these videos to pump out as much shitty content as possible. But that's not the big reason, the illegal reason. And what is that reason? Well, a lot of these accounts are owned by similar companies, and these companies take sponsorships on all these accounts and videos that are owned by that said company. And the issue is these companies are not properly displaying that they have paid advertisements in them. Now, I know it sounds like I'm narking and being kind of a bitch and being a little sensitive, and I promise you, I am, but before you start commenting, let me show you exactly what I mean. There'll be a Reddit Storytime video where a Reddit user is giving a detailed and personal account of them using said product and it's changing their life, whether it be an acne cream, whether it be protein bars, or a dietary supplement. And with a lot of these advertisements, you can actually find it on the TikTok shop, which is like their version of Temu, where people can just sell whatever products they want on the shop. And my biggest issue with this is that there are videos of people talking about their story dealing with weight loss, getting out of debt, something along those lines, something that either very vulnerable people or children can watch and try to replicate. I saw one about this high school girl who got no attention from guys. She felt overweight. She felt like everyone hated her and she was ugly. Then she took this magical supplement and boom, everyone loved her and she got guys and she got popular and blah, 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 blah. And you can find this exact product on the TikTok shop. And a lot of the comments on this video are begging to find the product. And I know obviously a lot of these comments are probably bots. Even if it's 99% bots in this comment, the 1% that it's an actual child trying to find a supplement and take it is dangerous, especially since this random supplement is easily purchasable on the TikTok shop and it's not even regulated or prescribed by their doctor. It seems extremely dangerous, and in my opinion, it should not be allowed at all. And for the advertisements of these products, it's really difficult to tell that you're even being marketed to. I've watched these videos with a few of my friends and they couldn't even pick it up the first time. I didn't the first few times watching it. And I know someone's going to mention this, so let me get behind the ball. Pretty much all these posts do have a little text that says, this post was paid by X company. That's actually how I found a lot of these. But according to the FTC and multiple other countries' governments, you have to clearly be able to see hashtag ad or something informing that it is a sponsored post without having to click to see more like a lot of these posts have. And even beyond that, you can't give a testimonial that does not reflect the actual experience of using the product. So like the magic pills I was talking about earlier, there's plenty of comments from people on those videos talking about their experience with it, saying it's a total scam. So it wouldn't really fly. So while he was doing that yap session, let me show you what I've been doing. I basically just made a whole batch of these Reddit TikTok videos and I posted them all. So let me show you what happened. So I posted these on the worst of Reddit account and they seem to do okay. But I was curious on if I uploaded the same videos on a different account, if it would have any bit of a difference, because I assume that's what a lot of these companies do. So I tried it on a new account called Reddit's Best Stories 69. And they pretty much did the exact same in terms of success, but I got more views on the new account. And to my surprise, none of the videos really popped off like I thought they would. I assumed it was just going to be as easy as just posting a bunch of these every single day or every few hours, and at least a few of them would get millions of views. Surprisingly, only a handful of them on the new account got over 1,000 views. Now, there's a good chance I might have done something wrong. I'm not sure, but it's not as easy as at least I assumed at first. But I did want to experiment a little bit, so I made one of the TikToks an advertisement for the Advil channel. Let me show you real quick.
Advil. He makes some really interesting experiments about YouTube and social media as a whole. Funny as fuck too.
And pretty much no one in the comments of either video on either account really clocked that it was an advertisement, and I gained a total of 2 subscribers, so fuck yeah. Now I have a few theories as to why I believe that I didn't do as well as I predicted, and I'll summarize each one of these in just one word. First one, like I mentioned earlier in this video, oversaturation. Second one, time. Third one, dedication. Now for the first one, again, like I said, this genre of TikTok video is oversaturated, and TikTok is already such an oversaturated and massively flooded platform, but Reddit videos, holy shit. Really, the only way to honestly stand out with these types of videos is to post the most outlandish shit. I personally did not feel like exploiting potentially real trauma for these videos. I mean, of course I did do it a little bit, but second, time. I gave myself a deadline of I think 2 weeks, and that is just not enough time to really pop off. Unless I got extremely lucky, I don't think realistically I would have done anything of note in just 2 weeks. While researching, I've seen accounts that have been uploading for a year plus that only recently have gotten to 1,000 views. And 3, dedication. Similarly to time, I didn't want to sink an exorbitant amount of time into this video by making 20 million accounts and making 20 million bots just to upload Reddit videos on TikTok. I did consider it though. If I want to do this project again or actually try it with 100% dedication, I would probably spend a month or half a year at most constantly pumping out dog shit content and writing bots to automate this content for me, but that sounds exhausting, so I'm not doing that. So with that, let me move on to my final thoughts from doing this experiment and all the research I did. Not much. I think in terms of Reddit videos as a whole and my personal thoughts on that genre of content, not much has changed. I think it would have been borderline impossible to completely change my mind that this is bottom tier slop content, but there are 2 things I'll give it. 1, it has made it easier for people who want to get into content creation and just make some quick money on the side to do that, which comparatively to drop shipping or what Dirty Dom is teaching, you can learn about that up there, I appreciate and I prefer this. And in terms of brain rot slop content, I much rather prefer this comparatively to the terrible kids channels that have plagued YouTube and now TikTok throughout the years. Comparing this to something like Elsa's Gate or any of those brain rot children's entertainment, I would take this 100% of the time, because unlike that, this isn't directly targeting kids as the main demographic and it is less shameless with destroying the minds of the youth. But I do think companies like TikTok, Instagram, YouTube really need to crack down on this type of content in terms of advertising. A lot of the actual and real creators that I see on short form platforms do it well. They've grown up on social media, they see how to do it, they probably have managers telling them how to do it and how to do it legally. The issue is with TikTok and Instagram Reels and YouTube Shorts, all these algorithms are supercharged to get as much attention and to keep as many eyes as possible on their platform 24/7. So that means everyone has the opportunity to become a micro celebrity. Yuck. There are a lot of people who either don't know or don't give a fuck enough to actually care and to do the right thing. But I do think it is the easiest to manage. Incorrect ad placements is so much easier to manage for a platform that it shouldn't even be an issue at this point. Let people's accounts get banned if they don't do it correctly. That'll scare most of these companies who have this as their main revenue source to actually do it right. But overall, I think it was an interesting experiment. TikTok, you need to fix your shit. I appreciate you guys watching. Watch the Dirty Dom video. Please, if you haven't already, please subscribe. I'm trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Please, I think that's it for me, so bye-bye.
Breakfast with a bitch named Tiffany, Wrist game is stint cause it's ivory, Got your mommy with me now, irony, Trying to pipe my dentist, fake a cavity, What? I got my panties up, and you withdrew. I got my panties up, and you withdrew. I got my panties up, and you withdrew. I got my panties up, so I'm the center of attention, and I'm in your girl's mention. Might just have to pipe it really sorry.